Let's walk through the process of opening an eBay store and follow the simple steps to get a basic store into motion. Bear in mind that there are an infinite number of ways you can customize your store once you open it. We'll be creating a basic store where you can start to create store listings and manage them. To set up a store, first we're going to go to the stores portal on eBay, and you can find that in a variety of ways, but the quick way would be to go to the bottom of the page and click on the link Stores. Here you'll see a whole bunch of resources about eBay stores. You can search for a store by name. You can search for store items. You can find your favorite sellers here and look for items just the same way that you would search on eBay. And there's two links here. One is opening a store and managing a store, and it's exactly what it sounds like. You can open an eBay store and manage your current store, and I'm going to click Open a Store. You can review all the benefits of a store here, and then once you've learned more about stores, if you've made the decision to leap into opening a store, you can click Subscribe Now. eBay will walk you through the process of registering your store subscription. We're going to open a basic store for $15.95 a month. There are premium stores and anchor stores that have additional benefits, and you can review those benefits online. You can also choose a store name. In this case, I'm going to use the store name Christopher's Cabinet because naming my store, it needs to be part of the URL of my store. So when I name it, I want to name it something that's similar to the name of the company that I'll be running on my eBay storefront. Then I'll click Continue. Then I can choose these additional free services. eBay adds a free subscription to Selling Manager, which is kind of like putting my eBay on a turbocharger. It gives you some extra features on my eBay. And also Sales Reports Plus, which is a great analytics tool for providing additional detail about your sales and analyzing your sales by category and formats and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and take the free subscriptions. Once I've gone ahead and accepted the user agreement, I can go ahead and subscribe to my store. It tells me it's going to be $15.95. And then the store is done. I've actually created my store, and I get a store URL right here where I can go and look at my store. And I'm going to go ahead and open my store up in a new tab. The store is currently being created by eBay, and in a few minutes it should start showing up. Then I can go and learn more about how to set up my store, how to use Selling Manager and Sales Reports Plus. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the Start Quick Store Setup. Here, eBay provides some handy resources to set up a store and provides some themes that you can use. I can change the theme color for my store. I can choose different color schemes that they offer. I like green, I like navy, so I'm going to actually pick green as my favorite color and change my store that way. I can edit my store description, which I can click here. Now, I went ahead and typed up a description ahead of time, so here's my eBay store description, and I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste that into my description here on eBay. This is sort of like your calling card. It tells people a little bit about yourself when you're developing a brand on eBay. And branding is important. You want to let people know about your company and what your core values are and what you're offering. You can edit the item listing display, so how you list items in your store can either be in a list view or you can use picture galleries, and you also can sort them by a variety of different methods, whether it be by price or whether it's ending soonest. I generally like to show people items that are newly listed first, so I'll go ahead and choose that. And then there are promotional boxes that you can use to promote your listings within your eBay listings and on your eBay, so you can use to cross-promote items that are in your eBay store. Here I'm choosing 4 promotional boxes, and you can see here that the promotional boxes will show newly listed items, items that are ending soonest, shipping and payment, and newsletter signups. There are email newsletters that come free with your store where you can manage mailing lists with your buyers on an eBay store. And then there's store marketing. You can have a custom listing frame, and what that means is if you click preview here, you can see that your custom listing frame is something that appears on every listing on eBay, and I'll go ahead and go back to look at how to edit that. In your custom listing frame, you can see that your listing frame can go wrap around the top of your listings. It can go to the side as well, or it can just be a header, or you can select no custom listing frame, and I'll go ahead and choose the one that's in the middle here, which is putting a header at the top of my listings. And then you can add links to your eBay store listings that allow buyers to subscribe to your newsletters. So you'll see the ability for buyers to subscribe to newsletters, and you'll see that on your eBay listings as well. So on your eBay store, buyers can add themselves to your mailing list. So you can preview the settings that you've created and take a look at them and see what your store is going to look like. And here's actually a sample of my store. Wow, I did that in just a few minutes. Then I can go ahead and save the settings that I've created. Now, once your store is set up, you can manage your store. You may remember when we went to the store portal, we have the ability to go ahead and manage our store, and that brings us to this page right here, which is Manage Your Store. And you'll see a bunch of different features on here. We'll be talking about these in a later movie. But you can go ahead and edit the look and feel of your store and customize it the way you want it using your store design features. And by offering all these customizable methods of adjusting your store, eBay gives you the opportunity to brand yourself and give you a custom look and feel for your virtual storefront. Now, your store URL is always here. You can see that on eBay. And you may remember a few minutes ago it wasn't active, but now our eBay store is active and showing up. And all of the listings that we already had in our eBay user account now show up in our store. And people can go to our storefront and type in searches and things like that. You'll see the company name here, Christopher's Cabinet. You can always change that if you want to later. And you'll see how we've set up the store with a green template. You can sign up for the newsletter here. You can see all the different options that we had created. If you want to change the look and feel of the store, you can do that at any time. And if you want to hire a professional graphics designer to create some store graphics, you can certainly do that or keep the basic template that eBay offers you. Stores are a great way to market yourself, and you're also going to want to consider possibly getting a dedicated URL. Your store URL is a way for buyers to find you, but by having a separate domain name that would forward to your eBay store, you can also make it easier for people to locate your listings on eBay. So now you see how pretty darn easy it is to create a store on eBay. Now you have to stock it up with great items for your buyers to find and purchase from you. You'll be able to do email marketing for your store with the email marketing tools eBay provides. You can manage hundreds or thousands of listings, and you can brand your company to get the most interest from buyers on eBay.